Ready? Bam, 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 bam. Oh, we're live. She was picking on me. Welcome to Stream. Pro Se Lawsuit Center. We offer affordable, battle-tested legal weapons that empower the ordinary people to stop the court process without an attorney. And even if you don't have a super dog like Lily, you can still get it done. Right, Lily? Right. Okay. So today we're going to review what we have in the lawsuit package for the residential foreclosure. Actually, it's the residential property tax foreclosure. Okay, it does the foreclosure and the property tax. It does it all. And so we're gonna nobody. We're gonna do a screen share, and we're gonna let you guys watch a little short video that we put together. Hey guys, welcome to Pro Se Lawsuit Center. We offer affordable, battle-tested legal tools that empower ordinary people to navigate the court process as the court without an attorney. No lawyer needed to dismantle an unfair legal system. Bam, and there you go. I'm Coach Neighbors, and in this video, we're going to take a look at the documents that we have, or at least the front page of the documents that we have in the residential property tax attack lawsuit package. So we're already screen shared in. So we're going now. Right here is one of the document. This is the actual complaint, and this is for, as you can see, emergency lawsuit for wrongful foreclosure, deed fraud, and due process violations under 42 U.S.C. 1983. Now, this package has two lawsuits in it. We added the lawsuit for the actual foreclosure. In case you're in a tax lien foreclosure, people don't have to worry about, whatever. So we added that. And so that's what this is. That's what this one is. And as you can see right there, this is real power right here. And the plan hereby declares a state of constitutional emergency and respectfully demand the court to intervene and restore judicial integrity. Prevent irreparable harm. And then it just, kind of give you a little peek what we're bringing to the table there. You guys can see we're not playing. Okay, so that's the first document. Now, this is the actual complaint for the property tax extortion and real estate deed fraud and due process violation as well. Now, we could have added some more things in there, but this is pretty powerful, just sitting right there like that. Now, you guys can see we have been working on this for quite a while, and we got this thing figured out right here. Okay, everybody's stuff is the same, pretty much. Everybody's stuff is the same because we're not going in trying to address what they did. We don't care that much about that. We want to address why they were able to do what they are doing. If you don't stop the why, they'll keep doing what. So that's what, and everybody's stuff is the same. You're going after them for the illegal property tax extortion, real estate deed fraud, and due process violations. The due process violations occurred when they didn't follow the statute. The statute for transfer of property in every state mandates that your deed is supposed to be It's supposed to be delivered to you after it's yada. It's not conveyed, but it's not. They do what they call their constructive delivery, and they register your deed in their office, and that allows them to reclassify your property for the sole purpose of taxation. It also allows the first illegal lien to be put on your property after the property is registered. Think about this: if several people own property, all of the owners have to be present to sign that lien against the property. So the fact that the alleged lender accepted your signatures or your signature on that verifies that you owned it already, and I smell stink. And that's a whole nother bunch of videos. So let's just stay focused. So this is the complaint for the illegal property tax situation that we're bringing to the table. You can see that's very real. Now, this is the counterclaim. This is the counterclaim. And the counterclaim strategy that we're using now is pretty powerful. And if you understand it, you won't need to use most of the documents in the package. Okay, when we built the package, we was fighting in the state court. And now we've learned how to do a little and we ain't fighting the state court. We're just checking them in the corner and making it so they can't do anything. They can't respond to federal case law with statutes and codes, because statutes and codes are not valid laws. They don't have enacting clauses, titles, or bodies. And that's now we're back to the due process. The due process violation just means that it wasn't fair for you. Now, statutes and codes don't have laws. They're not valid laws. We're not the ones supposed to be following, but they're supposed to follow them to make them fair for us. That's how that's supposed to work. So the counterclaim strategy, we go in and you if there's a case filed against you, and you can do this even if you don't have much stuff. If there's a case filed against you or your property, you want to go in with a counterclaim for $200 million or ever how many million you need to have on there. But before you file that in their case, without filing fees, without having to serve the parties, without none of that stuff, you need to add the government to it. You add the government as a plaintiff. You add the judge as a plaintiff, because the judge is getting paid by the government to do what they're doing. And you add the other parties to the counterclaim as plaintiffs, and you file that right in their case. And that pretty much jams up the whole state court process. If they want to try to answer, they're still going to have a problem, because they can't respond to federal case law with statutes and codes, and they don't have a bar card. Bam! So that's a double punch in their face. Y'all see how we do stuff over here. There ain't no need to be scared and nervous and all of that. And I'll tell you what, when you call them people up and you start educating their ass, I'll guarantee you they'll have a little more respect the next time you come down there. So ain't gonna be no need to be all scared and stuff and be all nervous. It's time to have fun. Ow. Now, this document here is a demand to strike. The magistrate judge order to show cause. And you can strike whatever. Demand to strike. So we don't really waste time with this, but you could if you wanted to. And here is just a little peek at the offer to pay letter. And we use this as a tool to challenge the mortgage before you're in default. We use it to challenge the whole situation if you're not in an emergency situation where they're trying to throw you off the cliff. And we have a couple of videos on the YouTube channel that talk about how to use the offer to pay letter. So, and the only other thing that's left is the property tax 101. It's a video that you get when you. And you can find this on all of our videos on the YouTube channel. So this is what the list looks like that we've been working from. And these are the documents that and as you can see, this is not complicated as people make it to be. when you look at it from the fact that everybody's stuff is the same because you're all getting dragged into, they're using statutes and codes, which are their policies, non-violent laws, to drag you into contract, drag you into administrative court, that's non-judicial. All of those things are the things we address. If you want to shut them down. Now, to win, that means judge is going to give you something or whatever. I don't know where the hell that takes place. That doesn't take place any place I know about, because everybody over there is getting paid. Everybody over there is getting paid. So there ain't no win. That's the way I see it. That's just a quick look at 2026 residential property tax lawsuit package. You guys saw a little quick view of the documents you get in there. Okay. You can't do that in here, Missy. I'm chasing her tail. We already lost one light bulb, too. A tail chasing situation. But she blamed it on the tail. That's gonna be the game plan, too. If the purse or the shoes get chewed on, we're gonna blame it on the tail. Maybe we can leave the tail. Okay, never mind. Okay, so that's pretty much a quick wrap up of that residential property tax package situation. It's people overthink it. I had a lady tell me the other day. She went through the workshop that we had, where I spent a little time, and she told me, which was, well, it's kind of cool to hear it, that she understood better and she didn't have as much fear about going after them for the property tax. So I just took it in a positive way and was trying to not do a check down at the time, because sometimes I had to stop being a coach and be a friend or a dad or something. Because I was like, what the hell were you scared about it in the first place? What are they going to do to you if you demand to have your deed delivered like the law says, the statute they're supposed to follow says they're supposed to be doing? What are you going to, what I don't know. I'm thinking, maybe people are afraid of having to go to court. Well, we ain't trying to go to no court. They don't want what we got on the table in court. Look, dude, do that, y'all. I just say, dude, I ain't trying to leave nobody out. Look, when you bring the facts, Jack, that's a wrap. The fancy case law that they come up with, that shit is there. They're the ones that make decisions on that shit. All of that, none of that shit matters when you're bringing the facts to the table. The facts trump the case law, trump all that shit. As a matter of fact, the case law is supposed to be about the facts, but it's not. It's about money. It's what it is. It's about the money. So I had a question asked to me in the training. Well, for the property tax, who do you sue? Well, who has your deed? Okay, that's a little complicated, Coach. All right, because most people don't know where to. Most people will tell you, I got it right here. They sent me the original. Okay, I think most people know that they have a copy. I don't know. Do you know if you have the original or a copy? Okay, don't answer if you think you got the original, okay? Because if you think that, we have to make your ass go run some laps, because you should throw your own shit in the yard. I'm just saying. No. You don't have the original, and they don't have the damn thing either. Not from what I've studied. Okay, because I'll tell you right now, what I learned was their original You know, the one that offered the pay letter has the statute and it mandates that they're supposed to provide, and the original instrument of indebtedness in its original form. Okay, the original. Well, we already know that shit is in China. You know, for instance, in China, you know, they securitized that shit, bundle it up in bundles, and sold it a whole bunch of times. I mean, they're selling the property a bunch of times. I mean, they sold it, and as soon as someone gets jammed up and they can't pay the taxes, or they can't mow the yard and get tickets, and then they take then they take it, and then they sell it again. But before they take it, after they take it, they claim it on the tax and write it off and do all that corporate check down shit. So they paid 3 times right there. Plus, they didn't give back the money for the years that people paid that just got kicked out. And those people paid that got kicked out, that whole shit was generated with their signature. And then the thing that they gave you a copy of was turned into a security. They stamp paid to the order of money, turn it into a security, and process it. Well, then the bank vice president signed it, or Linda Green, or somebody, and then they process it to the Federal Reserve for electronic credit. That is what I have understood from my research when I was at the university that I had to go to learn how to do shit. It was in Buntner, B-U-N-B-U-T-N, Buntner, North Carolina Federal Medical Facility. That's where I went to. Legal school at. Okay. Yeah, well, I throw that in their face when they get to talking shit. Like I have anything to do with any of their stuff. Their head's a little bit too big is the problem. So you guys can head over to WayneCourtNow.com and get the firepower that you need to take care of these situations, these people attacking your property. And we didn't do what the people in the real-time feedback from the people that's in the ring, at the ring, out under the ring, outside the ring, in the yard, all those people, that feedback is helping us. Okay. When you invest in the package, especially like the foreclosure defense package or the prosecutor, man, there's a lot of stuff in there. Oh my God, there's a lot of stuff. But look at here. What we've learned how to do is shut down the state court process or the federal court. It don't matter which one. And you'll see where I went out there. We learned how to shut it down, and get on over to federal court, or shut it down and get into a different federal court. And we do that by the counterclaim strategy. The counterclaim strategy is so badass. It's like, well, I didn't attorneys tell, oh boy, I could not imagine what would happen to them if it turned out that one of these attorneys told somebody how to do stuff that we're doing. Stopping the court process one-on-one. Bam. Okay, when you look at it like that, then the shit's a whole lot different. It's a whole lot different. You ain't trying to win and make the judge rule in your favor based off of all of this stuff that you bring to the table. How's that been working for you? Okay, I'm messing with you now. No, stopping the court process. Now, when you look at it from any other perspective, then it gets complicated, and it's when you look at stop go. Okay, so Coach, who wins? Well, what's a win? What does that mean to win? What does that mean to win? Now I've been in sports my whole life. You have goals. We can talk about goals if you want to. I mean, to win, that means judge gonna rule in your favor and give you some shit. That ain't gonna happen. That's not going to happen because they all getting bank on that side over there. Our happy asses over here are the ones that's losing and having to pack up and be embarrassed. Like them coming to your house, putting this shit on your door, or even throwing your stuff out in the yard and throwing you out. Oh, it's all for some fake scheme crap. Fake scheme crap that's going on. And it has a lot to do with corporate, and this corporate is just a bunch of lies that all the attorneys agree to. Yeah, one attorney don't agree to that shit, and you got a problem. Oh, so the reason why LLCs are all be all protect my property. Now you're not. If you had your deeds, you can protect your property just fine. Putting in an LLC is not protecting it. Anytime you have the government or corporate crap connected to your property, you're not protected. And I'll tell you why right here. Anybody that thinks that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, hit me up. You can come and explain to everybody. Okay, your property ain't protected in an LLC because if the state drags your happy ass or your property in court, and the state drags your ass in court while they're taking your property or whatever, as an LLC, you can't represent it. You have to hire an attorney to go in and represent your property for you, your corporation, your fake ass shit. And people get so twisted up in that when it's getting ugly for them, instead of just skating and telling them to take the LLC and do whatever they want with it, they get you're volunteering to do that stuff, and you wouldn't be wanting to not do it if it was working out for you in the first place. Okay. But around here, we don't roll with no fake corporate crap. If they hire another attorney to help them, we're going to sue that attorney. We're going to do a supplemental plea and add that attorney and law firm right to the thing. That's how we do it. They know corporate past. Anybody that tries to help them kick them out, it's a wrap. It ain't very complicated for me to figure out. How to punch these people that are stealing from you or trying to steal from you or punching you in the face or trying to lock your ass up in jail or whatever. How to start punching them back. And we have the tools available. You have the tools available now. And this package this is the first time that the property tax package has been this low. And I'd like to get 5 or 10 video reviews of the power that you felt when you opened it up and you read the documents. And then I'd like a second review of how they act when you went down there and punched them in the face. That's what I like. I don't usually get one in the end, especially for the property tax, because, they make sign non-disclosure statement, but I don't care. And that's one of the reasons why I'm dropping the price down too. I'm also dropping the price so people can see the fire that we're bringing, and so that I could make a few bucks in there because my dog likes eating crab meat and steak. Okay, I like eating steak once in a while. Now I think I eat more chicken. I like fancy chicken. What's up, at Melhead? Welcome to the stream today. We're jumping in here to take care of business real quick so people can see the documents and the property tax, the residential property tax package. Now, it's not really residential. I guess it is now because the property is considered residential, but we're trying to get it back to private property. Is what we're trying to get it back, but we ain't trying to get too twisted up on the words because we're going to just stay with how right now they got it as residential, and that's illegal because it's supposed to be private property. They can't tax it if it's private property, and they committed real estate deed fraud by not delivering it to you like they're supposed to do. So, and we address that. We addresses those. Now, this package has 2 lawsuits in it, and 2 lawsuits in it, and a demand to strike. And it has a couple other things in it too. So you guys should go and check it out. Now, the difference between it and the commercial property tax lawsuit, everything is applied in the same way. And there's just a difference in the documents. In the commercial property tax lawsuit, we have the lawsuit when they go after you for income tax evasion, when they try to mess with you for corporate income tax evasion. And when they go after you for, so, and that's some federal stuff. And some people, man, I was helping this pastor and a couple of other people have used that, and they are not in jail. And that's all I can say on that, because I don't know. We ain't trying to get. All I can tell you, they're not in jail. So, and so also that package is going after a higher stake stuff. So, they're going to try and fight and be a little more, they don't like giving up commercial property or whatever after they already got their claws and their teeth in it. We just go and shave their teeth right off. And so, so that package has, some beefed up stuff for the commercial side of things when the government is going after you, when the prosecutor is going after you for federal income tax evasion, corporate income tax evasion, or anything on that. And we have one young man that paid us for a special project. They're trying to take his property to eminent domain. And we have a lawsuit package put together for that too. It's, and, we slowed down. I don't know how they're going to get around the ass whooping that we gave them over in, Louisiana. Yeah, it was in Louisiana. So, okay, guys, thank you for the value of sharing your time. I hope you guys learned something on this. Get over and get that package. It's down to $200 right now. You get the whole challenge or property tax package for $199. Oh, I should change that. No, I'm going with it. I'm going with it. Coach made the call, so we're gonna go with it. $199. Think about the money that you're going to be saving. Think about them. What you gonna do with that money? It's still a couple of weeks before Christmas. You guys can buy me stuff for Christmas. Okay, sorry, I got distracted right there just for a second. Extra money for the family, food, and I'm not gonna say pay bills. Okay. Oh, because that ain't making my package look good. If you gotta get okay, but you know what? Let's throw it in there. Because the package is $199, I know y'all gonna save more than that using the package. You're gonna have $199 fun worth of time going down there and sticking this stuff in their face on your dime. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, that's one of my guarantees. You're gonna have fun. Because we done homework around here. So y'all gonna have some fun. Thank you for the value and sharing your time. And we may come back on later on. I got a new program that we're putting together where we're going to have for retail individual lawsuit for like 149, 149. You just because right now we got it down. We don't need all that stuff. 149, you can get your 42 USC. You can go after them for false arrest. And I'm gonna have this set up. You'll have to contact me because I don't have a way to put all these individual things. So we'll have a list of all the stuff, and then you'll have to contact me with item number. And then it would be best if you copy and pasted this because when we talk, I'm gonna have to make sure that you are reading what they're, so we can make sure we don't have a situation going on. And then I'll just do Cash App. That's how we're going to do that. So if anybody needs something, so the way I have it set up is it's just a single document situation. It's going to be, the counterclaim or the claim. Now, you were used to counterclaim if they already were like attacking you and had a case against you. You used to counterclaim to crush their stuff, whatever. Now you can get the claim and turn it into a counterclaim yourself. It takes a little time because you gotta switch all of the people around or whatever. And then we're also you can get the actual claim, or you can get I'm going to have the demand damage in there too, 149. Help get people out of criminal, and the stuff for criminal offense is going to be in there as well. Now, I'm thinking about having a criminal offense workshop, and actually the next workshop I'm going to have is to teach people how to look up the judges and the players' information, look up their property assets, where they live, their family members, email addresses, all of these things that we learn how to do. And then we're also going to have another workshop after that one. And so if you guys, I'd like to have a criminal offense workshop if that's something people are interested in. So if you got family members or friends or somebody that's locked up in the criminal system that didn't hurt anybody, then my prosecutor eliminate package is what that's for. And it's been beefed up as well. And that prosecutor eliminate package is like my new baby. Because I like kicking the federal government's. I'm not doing it. I enjoy my job, and I enjoy helping people kick the federal government's ass. This eminent domain situation that I'm helping this young man with, the federal government came down here to the state level or down there. And got up in his face trying to take part of his property for these people that are land investors for something, and they're trying to do it under the Fifth Amendment, which is the federal Constitution allows eminent domain if the parties can agree on a fair price, and that's what the hang up. Okay, but the federal government comes down here and they're trying to take this family, and I think it's Paris. They're trying to take this religious corporation's property using a state statute, 3114 state statute. Oh, they called the process condemnation. I was like, wait a minute. That's not right. This is eminent domain if they're taking this property. So I looked it up, and Eminent domain is the word that is used on the federal level when they do that. But when they sneak their heavy asses down to the state level and try to be all slick, they call it condemnation. Oh, well, wait a minute. I still don't understand. Well, condemnation is actually the court process for the eminent domain. Okay, and this is one of the best, and one of the things I learned fighting the federal government is that they'll take half the statute, they'll take the part of the statute that makes what they think or are saying that you did look the worst, and then they'll add it to another statute. Add this shit won't even make no damn sense if you take the time to look at that shit. And so I'm like, it has to make sense to me because I'm not that smart. Okay, so it just gotta make sense. If it don't make sense, then somebody's on some bullshit. I'm just saying. So this condemnation. Oh, that is the name of the process of the court process that the eminent domain triggers. But they call it something else down here so they can try to do some slick stuff, and then they send all these U.S. attorneys down here scaring everybody. Y'all ain't scared nobody ass up in here. Yeah, we checked their ass down and we did the RICO on them, and they, so the first stuff that we filed, well, the second, okay, so the next thing you know, they're just like email him these notices. Oh, there's a notice of deficiency. Your document was deficient. Oh, huh. It had everything that the state filing requirement said that it needed. It was deficient from the court's local rules. Anything that's punching the ass in the face is deficiency. So, yeah, so we just answered back. The reasons why they said it was deficient was because someone's name is on there that hadn't signed, and that someone can't represent a corporation. Well, they were added to the lawsuit by the counterclaim. So they can't represent themselves or each other or any corporation that's involved in. So it's okay for them, but you got oh wait, the judge has been added to the action. So I didn't know how. I don't know. They have a situation. And when you use the RICO, they have to go sit down and shut up. So that's all I gotta say about that. Now, with the property tax situation, we've had people that actually have gotten their deed delivered just using the letter and didn't have to actually file the lawsuit. They had to understand what was in the letter and go out there and talk shit. And in both cases, they were sent over to talk to the judge. They were sent over to talk to the judge. And then, well, anytime I'm talking to the judge, I'm like, you're here to make them follow the statutes to make it fair for me. You ain't got no jurisdiction over me. Oh, they ain't gonna want to hear what we teaching people how to say. Okay, I'm gonna get off here and get something else done. Thank you guys for the value you're sharing your time. You want to say bye, Lily? Come up here and say bye. Come on. Let me see. Come on. Come on. thinks she's a lap dog. You want to say bye? Okay. She's like, no, you're going to drop me. I'm not going to drop you. I got you. She thinks she's a lap dog. Think you're a lap dog? You want to do some typing for me? No? What do you think? You good? I haven't dropped one yet. I haven't dropped the dog yet, right? Right? Haven't dropped you yet? No. I was down the side and her tongue's like that long. Okay. We gotta go get something done. See you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with us, Metalhead. Lily said thanks too. She wants to get back up here, but you get up here, what do, gosh. Okay, she made it. She don't realize she's not a little tiny puppy. She thinks she's really tiny. She can't get up here, but she can. What you doing? You got your own little table bed? You got your own table bed? What you doing? You just take it. Stop licking me, okay? No licking. I want to hit you with the zapper. I'm going to hit you with the zapper. Okay, she don't even have the zapper on. That's why she's being all rowdy. You need your zapper. You need some love today. She needs some love today. I'm gonna have to turn the camera off in this. Okay, we got other work to do. Okay, lunch time is over. You got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Why are you trying to bite me? Okay, I'm gonna bite you back. Okay, I'm gonna start. Okay. You're getting rowdy now, right? Yeah, I know. I got an eye on you. Okay. This is the Lily Show. Can you say bye? Bye. Say bye. Look, you say bye. You say bye. Bye. Okay, stop biting me before I have to whoop. Stop biting me. Don't stop scratching me. Stop scratching me. Stop scratching me. I'm gonna kick your butt. She's scared. Stop scratching me. What, you want to bite it? Okay, don't scratch me again. Okay, stop being mean to me. Started it. She started it. Yes, you started it. She started it. Did you start it? You started it. You started it. I'm teaching her how to growl at the neighbor's dog. I'm teaching her how to be tough. Okay, I think we're done now. Are you done, Lily?